Hello there, and welcome to day 11 of the program. So, we have gotten to the point where we are looking at significant areas of your life, and there are some very important things that we need to consider in terms of purpose because, as I said right at the beginning, if you can cast your mind back, we tend to think of our purpose as a job, as something that is maybe tied up more to our career, how we earn our money, what we do with our time every day. And that, yes, at certain points in our life, that does really take up a significant amount of our time and our energy. But you are so much more than just a job, a career, and the money that you earn. There are so many different aspects to your life, and we're going to look at these key aspects. So the main areas we're going to focus on are parenting, personal growth, leisure, spirituality, health, work, community and your general environment, family relationships, intimate relationships, and social relationships. So you can see that there are quite a few different areas of your life where you are purposeful, where you have a purpose, where you're needed, where you perform a task or a responsibility, or you do something that's very important to you. Now, there will be some of these areas that don't apply to you. For example, parenting may not apply to you, work may not apply to you. And just ignore those areas if they don't form a part of your life with whatever you're doing or whatever's going on for you right now. And that's perfectly okay, because we don't have to fit into every single box or every compartment that others fit into, because remember, you're unique and you're performing a very unique purpose in this world. So I'd like you to write down each of these areas that I've listed, and make sure you only write down the ones that really are relevant to you. And then what I'd like you to do is to start to think about a few key words for each one of these areas. So, for example, when it comes to your work, what sort of a person do you want to be? What sort of personal strengths and qualities do you want to cultivate in this particular area? And what do you want to stand for? How would you ideally want to behave and be seen by others? So this particular set of questions is very relevant for all these areas. So for example, in terms of your health, what sort of a person do I want to be when it comes to my health? So you may think, well, I want to be a person who appears outwardly healthy, a person who devotes some kind of recognition to health as being important. So I make that a priority. I do, or certainly am aware of any health issues, or I'm keeping on top of them. The same with your spirituality. How do you want to behave? So spirituality is a concept. We can learn a lot of things about spirituality and spiritual practices, and we can put altars up and do meditation. But what do you want to do with that spirituality? How do you want to behave with it? Do you want to help others with it? Do you want to make sure that you are consciously working through that spiritual growth, and that you're doing some kind of activities where you can measure how effective that spiritual growth has been? Do you want to go on future courses and learn new things and expand your consciousness? Or to take the knowledge that you've learnt in books and in workshops and apply that in your everyday life? Maybe you want to teach something spiritual or deepen your connection to spirituality. So just start to put down thoughts about all of these different areas of your life. And remember, this is a really great reminder that our purpose is not just our work and our career and how we earn our money. it is every area of our life. It's how we spend our leisure time, and actually devoting priority to leisure time and self-care, and making sure that you're doing something fun and something that you enjoy in your life, that you're giving back to your community, that you're cultivating intimate relationships. So if you're not in a relationship at the moment, you might be thinking about, what do you want to stand for when it comes to intimate relationships? And this is a great time to really start to think about how you'd like your intimate relationships to be. So this is all about being purposeful in all these different areas of your life, even if they are not part of your life right now. When we put attention to something, energy goes there, and we tend to attract more of that into our lives in a really profound way. If you notice that some of the activities that you've been doing over the last few days, when you draw your attention to it, when you really think about it, it's amazing how many serendipitous things come up, how many things that you actually notice because you've paid attention to that part of your life or those values of yours. So do this activity today and see what comes up for you. See if that helps you to start to identify any kind of core values and anything that seems to be like a common thread that's running through each of those areas of your life, those aspects of your life. Also, have a look and see how, when you look at widening your perspective of your purpose across those key areas of your life, how that fits in with the other things that you've been looking at. So your word of the year, your fears, and some of the numerology, your life path in general, and some of the personal years that are coming up for you in your destiny. So I hope you enjoy doing this activity today. And as always, do share anything that comes up for you, either with me personally or in the Facebook group. The discussions are fantastic in there. It's really good to read those. And I wish you very well with this activity.